Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. So on today's video I will be doing 28 things that I have learned in my 28 years of living. Yes, you guys, your girl is 28 years old and I've definitely learned a lot of life lessons. And first off, my past 2 years have taught me a ton of lessons, and I'll be sharing these 28 things that I've learned here with you guys today. It's honestly important to listen to a lot of people's things that they have learned over the years. Why? Because we all have been taught different life lessons. Some are the same and some are wildly different, but we all have learned things that have got us this far, and I feel like these things that I've learned can help people younger than me, it can help people my age, it can help people older, because we all learn things at different points in our life. But I'll just be sharing with you guys what I've learned this far. So the first thing that I learned is to get a relationship with God. Get to know God for yourself. I feel like as an adult specifically, like I grew up in church. I don't know if any of you have, but I grew up in church, and you know, you learn from other people, you learn from your parents the love of God and all that stuff, and you learn from the pastors. But I feel like at a certain point in your life, you literally have to get to know God for yourself. Like, get your own relationship with him. It is so important. Not everyone that you thought would be around will be around for your future, and that's okay. And I'm not talking about just relationships and stuff, I'm also talking about friendship. I've learned that not everybody is meant to be in your life for your whole life. Some people are literally there just for a season. Some people are there just to teach you, and they're there for that part of your life, and at certain parts of your life they are no longer needed to be there. And everybody has their own journey, and it is sad sometimes letting go of certain people and even relationships. Like, there's certain relationships that you thought, you know, I thought that I would marry this person and all this stuff, and it turns out that they weren't meant to be in your life for that. And it's important to know that that is okay. Like, it's not the end of the world, it's not the end of your world, and that you just gotta let go and let God in those situations. It is very tough to let go of people, but it is important to not hold anyone in your life longer than they are meant to be there. If it is not clear if someone is for you or against you, cut them off. You do not need to feel like you don't know where you stand with somebody, where it's like, do they care about me? Do they appreciate me? No. If you don't know where you stand with someone and you can't tell if their intentions with you are pure, not knowing if someone's for you or against you tells you already that that person is not for you. So yeah, let them go. Discipline over motivation. So I've learned that honestly, motivation is not going to always happen. You'll have moments in your life where you are super motivated, and then motivation constantly is something that dies off. It only lasts for just a little while. So yes, take advantage of the time where you do feel motivated, but rely mostly on being disciplined. It is so important to be disciplined, because that is what is going to take you further in every aspect of your life. Take care of your health before your body forces you to. It is so important. I know, because we're young, we just want to do everything, eat everything, but I promise you, healthy routines are going to take you far. So pay attention to your health. Go to the doctor, get your checkup, go to the dentist. Like, take care of your health in all aspects. It's so important. Go to the gym and stop complaining about your body. Literally, guys, I had moments in my life where I would not go to the gym, and I would just be the one complaining about my body and me not being happy with it. And then it got to the point where it was like, where I finally did start going to the gym consistently for over a year, and it's like, wow, like why was I not doing this before? Like this is something that I really should have been doing since a long time ago. Like not only does going to the gym help your body change and go into, you know, the body shape that you've dreamed of and loved, but it also improves your health and also mental health. Take care of your skin and your teeth. It goes hand in hand with going to the doctor and to the dentist, but also without just going to the doctor, take care of your skin. It's the biggest organ on your body and it's something that people see first when they meet you, when they greet you, you smile, whatever. Those are the first things that people are going to judge you off of. And not saying that people's judgments are important, but it is important and should be important to you to just want to take care of the biggest organ on your body, which is your skin and also your teeth. You know, making sure that you have a good dental hygiene routine, truly knowing how to correctly take care of your teeth and oral health, like using a tongue scraper, your toothbrush, good mouthwash, you know, like all of that is so important. How many times a day do you brush? Do you floss? Like all of that stuff is important. Take care of your skin and take care of those teeth. You are responsible for your life. Stop blaming others for where you are or aren't. A lot of times we as human beings don't like to blame ourselves and have accountability for our actions, and that statement is really for you to just have some accountability. You are the person who's responsible for where you are at right now. Every action that you've done in the past is a reflection of why you are where you are right now. Don't blame your parents. You are a grown adult, so take care of your issues and don't blame other people or your parent for where you are. There is no need to stress over things that you can't control. Honestly, adding on more stress in your life is just not going to help anything. What is adding on stress going to help? Exactly nothing. So don't stress about the things that you cannot control. If it's something out of your control, then know that God is the one in control and that it's out of your hands, and just pray about it and move on, because stressing about it is not going to help anything. Don't let anyone take your kindness as a weakness. I've dealt with this a lot, where people constantly took my kindness as a weakness and they would just take me for granted or use me because I'm kind. And I've learned that it's just not okay to allow people to take advantage of you and take your kindness for a weakness. You as a kind person are a gift to this world, and just don't let people walk all over you, and make sure that you are more assertive with your actions. Like, you can be super kind, but make sure you let people know that I'm also not the one to play with either. Like, I am a super kind person, but don't think that you can take my kindness as a weakness. If somebody played with you before, chances are they'll do it again. Basically, meaning if anyone has tried to take advantage of you, or if you've got cheated on, or somebody crossed you and they did something to you, or somebody did something to you that you know wasn't right to be done to you, know that chances are, if they've done it once, they definitely can do it again to you. So don't let anybody cross you twice. And that's followed up by saying, don't ever let a man tell you twice that he doesn't want you. And that goes guy, girl, whatever. Don't let nobody tell you twice that they don't want you, okay? No. You are worth so much. And if somebody doesn't want you, that's okay. There's plenty of people in the world, okay? If somebody don't want you, move on. They are not for you. Not everyone has to be for you. Take your confidence back. If you keep finding yourself in the same toxic situations, then it's definitely time for some self-reflection and self-evaluation. So basically, history repeats itself if you don't fix the issue and the problem that was at hand. So say you got out of something that was toxic, and then you do some healing, and then you find yourself in the same sort of situation, then you definitely need to self-reflect and have some self-evaluation on why you keep choosing the same partners that you're choosing or continue to end up in these toxic situations. It doesn't have to be about a relationship or a situationship. It could be about many different things and aspects in your life that keep repeating itself. Remember when I said you're responsible for where you are right now? You're responsible for where you are right now. So make sure that you take time to self-reflect and self-evaluate, especially if you keep finding yourself in these same situations. It is not always the other people. Sometimes it's you. Don't try to convince people of your worth. You literally are worth so much. You are priceless, and if somebody doesn't see it, then it's not time for you to try to convince them. And by trying to convince somebody of your self-worth and your value, you start to devalue yourself even more in their eyes. Not everybody is meant to see the diamond in the rough. Stop beefing and arguing with your parents. They did the best that they could. Your parents were trying to figure out life and figure out raising a child the best way that they could. So stop beefing and blaming your parent for their downfalls and for their struggles and things on why you didn't have this or have that. Your parents truly did the best that they could to get you this far. Love on them. They just want to be loved, and they're a human being who's going through life just like you. Reminiscing on the past and holding on to past hurt does not improve your life. Holding on to all of that past hurt and those feelings aren't going to help you get any further. All it is going to hinder you in your future. Try to move on. Healing does take a lot of work, but it's important to just go through that healing process and never look back. Keep up with your self-maintenance. Make sure that you go and get your nails done, get your waxes, get your lashes, get your hair done. You know, do the things that you need to do to take care of yourself. Like, keep up with yourself. Don't let yourself just start to dwindle down. You are young and vibrant, and even when you're not young and vibrant anymore, you should keep up with your self-maintenance. But especially while you're in your younger years, keep up with yourself. Don't just let yourself go. You are in the prime time of your life, and it is so important to just keep up with the things that are keeping up with yourself. And honestly, it will help to improve your mood and keep you happy by just keeping up with yourself. Respect yourself and respect your boundaries. Make sure you don't let people use you and take advantage, because people will do what you allow them to do. So make sure that you are always respecting yourself and just respecting your boundaries, like not letting people cross you, and just like being a lady. Like, respect yourself. You are of value. Don't let anybody devalue you. Stay out of gossip and mind your business. I'm telling you, in my 28 years, I have learned, stay out of the gossip. First off, you don't want nobody coming back to you about what you said, and you don't want nobody flipping your words. And not only that, but if the tables were turned, you don't want people out there gossiping about you. So just mind your business. Mind the business that pays you. If it's not paying you, mind your business. Call your loved ones and spend time with them. Time is so precious, and as we get older, time is just moving a lot more faster than it did before, and it's so important to just make sure that you spend time with your loved ones and your family, or that if you cannot spend time, that you are calling them, checking on them. Check on your people. We see how mental health is in this day and age. Like, it's so important. Call your loved ones. Make sure they're good. Don't hate on what somebody else has. It could be a relationship that they have or whatever. Don't hate on them. What's for you is for you, and what's not is not. If he wanted to, he would. Live by that phrase. If you want somebody to treat you a certain way and they're not, and you hold yourself to a certain standard and they're not keeping up with that, and you've already voiced and let them know how you feel and what you want and how you want to be treated, remember that if they wanted to, they would. And if they're not, they don't want to. And that's okay. Just make sure that you move on. Take pride in your appearance. So this also goes with keeping up with your self-maintenance, but taking pride in your appearance. You know, if you're going out somewhere, step out. Like, when you look good, you feel good. You don't have to have the best clothes clothes are the most expensive or whatever, but just take pride in how you look. You know that you're freshly groomed, or that you have on something smelling good, you know, that it deals with the senses, like touch, smell, sight, taste. Make sure that you keep up with your appearance. Know that it's okay to ask for help and to ask for advice. If you need advice or if you need help, don't be afraid to ask. I know that as young people, we can be super prideful and I don't need nobody to help me with nothing. It's okay to need help sometimes, and it's okay to ask. Just make sure that the people that you're asking love you and have good intentions for you. Learn the true meaning of self-love and loving yourself. I feel like this is something that I've learned more recently, but learning the true meaning of just loving on yourself is so important. Taking care of yourself, showing yourself love that you would want other people to give to you. If you show yourself love, it's also teaching other people how to love you. Living alone is important. I feel like in everybody's 20s, they need a point within their 20s where they actually are living alone. The solitude that you get, the peace that you get, and just learning yourself and being able to survive and do things on your own, it is so important. Remember that you have your whole life ahead of you to be with someone and to also be a parent one day. So please take full advantage of the time that you get to spend with just yourself and only have to care for yourself and only have to fully like love yourself. It's definitely important. Take some time to live alone, at least a year or two, at least. Having good credit can take you far. It really can. Me, I feel like I learned a long time ago that it's so important to take care of your credit. Things that you thought that you couldn't get, your credit can definitely help you get things that you want, whether it be a car, an apartment, a credit card. Take care of your credit. Don't let it get messed up, especially in your 20s. Don't let it ever get messed up, but definitely take care of it while you're in your 20s. Don't make a life-lasting decision for just a moment of pleasure. Make sure that you are fully aware of the decisions that you are making, because just for one little moment of pleasure is not worth a lifelong decision. So that could go with anything. That could go with if you're sleeping with somebody. That could go with if you do something that is not legal and you do something that's illegal. That little small moment of pleasure could cost you a long life decision. So just make sure that you are aware of the choices that you are making, especially in your 20s. I know everyone says enjoy your 20s, but make sure that you also are self-aware of the choices that you are making. And last but not least, trust your intuition. Ladies, trust your female intuition. When I tell you that it doesn't lie, it does not lie. Trust your intuition. And guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope you guys learned a lot here. Comment below the things that you have learned in your life so far, but these are just 28 things that I've learned in my 28 years of living. There's still so much more to be learned. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure that you comment below some thoughts that you guys have, and also if you're not already subscribed, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that little post notifications bell so you're notified every single time I upload a brand new video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!